How's it going, everybody? So we've got dodged a pretty big minefield yesterday and today, and we'll take that. How come that didn't show? Oh, maybe that was telling truth 3 that comment showed up. Okay, no comments. So Caddyshack I have loaded, and it gives us an 804 in their IMDb URL. So that's this is Obama's birthday. Obama's birth certificate, meaning birthday, was a big deal with Trump. What do you think? I don't know. It's also got an 87 in it. Snapshot from the video Take Me Out, which talked about in the lyrics a snipe. Well, when they talked about the background of the song, it was about a sniper. And the name of the group is Franz Ferdinand, the guy that got sniped that began a world war, which is what, of course, the Trump assassination will do. Very few, you might be the only channel that sits right here and just tells you the assassination of Donald Trump is what will kick off World War III, that it is white horse to red horse, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's right eye wound symbolism right there in the video that Michael was telling us about yesterday. In the movie, The King's Man was about Franz Ferdinand. Now his assassination and the release of that music, the release of the song, not the video, they hit on September 2nd and September 4th. My one friend Adam talked about King Kong, Donkey Kong, the game Donkey Kong. So it's Don, Key, Kong. I don't know if Michael wants to gematria that or not, but it sure got the word Don in it. So, and in the movie, they were saying he's the 8th wonder of the world, like Trump would be the 8th, and is of the 7 because he's the 7th and the 8th king of Mystery Babylon. Good stuff, Adam. August 12th. Now, when you look at May 8th, the day Earl passed, it's the 128th day of the year. That's 12-8. 128 is a 12 followed by an 8 for 12-8 symbolism. Just interesting. Trivia. Numbers trivia. Day 216 is August 4th, so we will be hitting tomorrow on day 216. Now, when you go to look at Candy and I's anomaly, or my second wife and I's mathematical anomaly, my number times her number times 2022, it ends in 216. Which is tomorrow. That's the end of my prep. Michael's got a lot of prep. Let's go. He did the Ford Mustang, y'all. Ford Mustang matches. Now, Ford Mustang scene opening, I Am Legend. I think I showed y'all this the other day. I did, because it was in the thumbnail.
The experiences we never forget.
And so the fact that now my mom, when I first started driving, one of the first cars that I remember us riding in was a Ford Mustang. It was green. It was a GT. It was a Mustang 289. But you can hear it. There it is. So it's a red Mustang. Now, I did show a school bus in The Purge. Did some videos last night. Take Me Out, right eye symbolism. Stranger Things, Theology Ed and Stranger Things showed the 8 and the 10, 8 and 11 for him going down on the 10th or getting hit on the 10th, down the 11th, who knows? But to me, showing dying on the 10th and that full moon of the 11th, which is when we go 88. 8 times 11 is 88. It is a full moon. Then the following day, August 12th, is a midpoint between 4 total eclipses before it and after it. So it's a midpoint of 2 total lunar eclipses, and it's a midpoint of 2 total solar eclipses. The previous solar eclipse and the forthcoming solar eclipse of 2023. How in the world do you get one day? If he's not going down, what in the world is that day? And we will have to start tracking that day. That would be the biggest trackable day in the history of mankind. The next progression would be September 18th. And then October 25th. And then I think like maybe December 2nd. So you're really tracking a powerful date right there. Let me load it. Now that could be the beginning of the end, as far as maybe Trump doesn't go down this time frame. Maybe that's a big dust up. Maybe Biden dies, which Michael's been looking for. Maybe war breaks out between Taiwan, China, United States. But that's not the world war. Maybe that's the first day of the United States losing electricity due to a cyber attack. That begins the end, which leads to the white horse Trump, which then leads to all-out world war. In other words, it's the shot without the shot. I don't know, but how can nothing happen on this date? It's a Friday. Always thought he would go down on a Friday because Jesus went down on a Friday. Jesus was crucified on a Friday. But then I would have him going down on the 10th and rising on the 12th. A little different. But I have to be open to the fact. Now, King Kong, its worldwide release date, King Kong 1933 Wikipedia. It had 2 separate release dates. It had a New York City release date of 3/2. I've loaded it. And then an April 7th. They are one day apart on the grid. It hits on the 12th and the 13th. I mean, I don't know. Does he then rise on the 14th if he goes down on the 12th? Time, Pink Floyd, where the alarm goes off, kind of like a doomsday clock. The December 14th, 2001. Annular solar. If I were to look at eclipses, (2020), we have one on December 14th. 2021, it's December 4th. So did I just get tripped up? So hang on a second. Well, I'm sure y'all saw it's 2001. What an idiot. Okay, yeah. So anyway, it's a 2001 eclipse. 2001 is a pretty big deal. Live and Let Die release date, because it was on the El Portal movie Licorice Pizza. So was the movie The Mechanic, release date of 11/17. That was next to it. El Portal movie Licorice Pizza marquee. It was the marquee. I should put that in there. Movie marquee. MARQUE. MARQUE. So it was on that movie marquee, and on the movie marquee was the name of the movie theater was called El Portal. Well, if it goes down on the 12th and rises on the 14th, that's a perfect Jesus type scenario, Friday to Sunday. And the fact that both movies, and one was 11/17, called The Mechanic. The movie poster for The Mechanic had a sniper. It's too perfect. He could easily go down on the 12th. In 4 days, boom, look out. That would be on Taco Tuesday. King Kong release date, USA. 1933, the original. This is when he would go down, that midpoint of all 4 eclipses. Ga Guidestones destruction of July 6th. Day I turned 61. Now today we passed the Guidestones being 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. So when Trump goes down and we lose our electricity, and we keep track of 28 days from when Trump goes down. Add 6 hours to the time when Trump would go down to that 28 days. It's 28 days, 6 hours. Don't worry about 42 minutes, 12 seconds. But if you can remember that, great, write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper somewhere where you know where you keep your stuff. The hour that he goes down, and then add 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes. Something bad's going to happen, so you want to be at a place where you make sure you're braced. Batman first of ever appearance, 3/3/1939, March 30th. The movie A Girl Cut in Two. I did that because it was a movie that I'd watched that I wanted to watch again. Couldn't find it anywhere. And it seemed to have a lot of symbolism in it. And the fact that it was very hard to get a hold of is why I loaded it. Licorice Pizza movie that had the 2 items in the marquee 2 days later. The Licorice Pizza release date. Pizzagate, Gateway Arch, The Mechanic, Live and Let Die, which is on the 3rd day. Those 2 movies on the marquee called El Portal. Donnie Darko, it's all about portals. Time travel. When Trump goes down, that's what Donnie Darko's, one of the many backdrop themes that was taking place, besides an election, besides Doug Williams. So him going down on the 12th and rising on the 14th is what we're being told from the movie Licorice Pizza, which was big time up for an Academy Award. Movie Licorice Pizza Awards. New York Film Critics Circle Award. It won a lot of awards. It was an Oscar nominee for Best Motion Picture of the Year. A nominee for Best Achievement in Directing. a nominee for Best Original Screenplay. And look at the list of all the other awards. So you're talking critically acclaimed. Yeah, I'm still scrolling. One thing that Mystery Babylonians love to do with other Mystery Babylonians, Breakthrough Performance MTV, is Mystery Babylonians love giving Mystery Babylonians trophies and awards. So the whole licorice pizza IMDb, you just have to look at the URL. There's your 1127. It's 1127 in the URL. And that's, you look at Candy and I's combined number with this year, we have we have 2001, which is the year the twin Trumps went down, fused with an 1127, which is in that movie's URL. So him going down on the 12th instead of the 10th and rising on the 14th. So he would go down the day Sirius the Dog Star rises. And then on the third day of Sirius rising would be when he would rise. But we're now 3 days removed from the full moon, which would mean that full moon in I Pet Goat is the day he dies, that he comes swirling up, rising out of that pit. But you're supposed to rise on the third day, so it doesn't really jive with the full moon. Dying on the 10th, rising on the 12th does, but I think we just have to be kind of mathematically open to everything and just kick it around and see what everybody thinks. Because your guess is as good as mine. Movie marquee, El Portal, Licorice Pizza. Well, there it is right there. James Bond 007. Well, we know who that is. Live and Let Die. And the mechanic is over here to the right. And the name is El Portal. Wormholes and portals. That's their whole world in Donnie Darko. Well, the two movies connect to the 14th. The actual release date of the movie Licorice Pizza is 2 days before, on the 12th. That's nutty. All right, so Michael's Ford Mustang. I've been begging for this. Let me blow it up for you. Donald Trump, 5 ciphers. August 5th, 5 ciphers. August 8th, 5 ciphers. There's your 85 or 58 symbolism. If you want to look at what the 58 stories are, if it's not about May 8th and Earl, then he has to go down August 5th. Period. That's the only way you're ever going to explain it to me. Only way. August 8th, 88. Don J. Drumpf. DJT assassination in Chaldean. Guidestones. I Pet Goat 2 in reverse ordinal. October 4. That would be the day he would rise if he went down October 2nd. 666 in full reduction. Moonchild, which is what in the world? Angel White, 24/7, 365. The biggest playlist they have that the AI has on Donald Trump is called Moonchild. Go to playlist, Moonchild Donald Trump, 23 videos.
I discovered the 8 immortal kings of Samaria.
8 immortal kings, the 8th king, Mystery Babylon. That's funny. See how cryptic they are? how the AI put all that in there. So it's got all of these videos in that playlist. Moonchild, George H. Walker Bush, who was a central theme of Donnie Darko because of the election on 88, or November 8th, 11 month, 8 day. There it is. You're 138. Nice work, Michael. It's big, brother. Big, big, big. Mustang White Horse. 1966 green Mustang 289.
Here are some pictures that match.
It was a 289 engine. And if you don't know what the 89 is, now when it had the green, it had that white stripe just like that. That's basically what the car was, and it had that 289 right there. So my mom drove me to school in that car 1,000 days, 2,000, 3,000 days. I don't know. Over a 3-4 year span. And the little red Fiat they had before that, I just don't remember it. NBA legend Bill Russell. Michael said he came to match his tribulation in 5 ciphers. August 12th, mind-blowing. The funniest part about the 12th is I have nothing on that date, he said. Started watching Theology Ed to see what if both total solar eclipses, both total lunar eclipses hits on that day. Now, Michael said he had nothing for that day on his grid, but I've just got a ton of stuff. I never finished it. I got to the Licorice Pizza and stopped. The movie 88 release date hits on the 12th. Total solar eclipse of 1979. Penumbral lunar eclipse in 88. So you do have an 88 eclipse, which is big. The backward cipher of a partial solar that's coming up October 25th. Now, didn't I say that that's a progression of August 12th? I don't know. Let's see. It is a progression. Now, the Donnie Darko Halloween Festival kicked off the following day. So if he was to go down on the 25th, and then he would rise on the 27th. The Gateway Arch is the 28th. I don't know. I don't know what y'all think. Taiwan presidential office website hit by cyber attack. That's what they're going to do to shut off our electricity. They're going to claim war, cyber attack, Trump assassination, or this kind of stuff might go down first before Trump goes down. They might stir up turmoil, which makes the world feel unstable, which would then weaken Trump's defenses in our minds. And then he goes down. I don't know what the 12th is, but it's something. How in the world can nothing happen on a day? I mean, look what they did. The X across America, 2 total solar eclipses that are 7 years apart. One, August 21st, 2017. The other is April 8th, 2024. I mean, in my opinion, we're never going to see that one. And yet, because that's just like X across the United States, world done. There is no more United States. Or over in Israel during the 1,000-year millennial reign. So that's just how my brain perceives it based off, I think he goes down in 2022, rises in 2023 as the Antichrist on Hitler's birthday, total solar, the next total solar. Now, Michael just sent an email. China signals plan to launch missile. Moved it over. So anyway, you got your cyber attacks. Amphibious tanks seen on China beach facing Taiwan. This is a slow roll.
Hey, little one. Whoa.
It's a slow roll to this 10th, 12th, 14th time frame is what they're doing. If that's what they're doing, they're slow rolling all of this stuff out. Well, I never in 1,000 million years would have thought that tanks could float. My brain thought tanks are like train engines. They're like the heaviest things on earth. They're nothing but metal and steel and iron. Like trains don't float. A train engine doesn't float. A tank doesn't float. My brain just thought those this shows you how stupid I am. They make tanks that float. Golly. They would have to be extremely light. Have amazing pontoons underneath these things. And really be nothing but light, thin metal. In other words, they could be penetrated quite easily by grenade launchers or whatever. And like a hand grenade could probably jack one of these things up decently. 50 caliber bullets might be able to penetrate these things because you just can't be that heavy. And the heaviest thing in there would be the artillery they're shooting. And as they shoot the artillery, they just get lighter and lighter and lighter. And I would think they would rock when they would shoot if they're in the water. Now on land, they're not going to rock much. Michael, that's fascinating. Thank you. Imam prays for Jews' annihilation in sermon at Mecca Grand Mosque. You mean the ones that say that they are Jews but are not? What they're really praying for is sheep are grafted in Jews to the true Israel, not the ones that say that they are Jews but really aren't. So what this really is praying for the annihilation of all sheep on earth, which is what the Antichrist does. All their religions are one big happy family. What do you think Trump had his hand on the ball, globed ball with all the Arabs? I mean, their flag is the crescent moon, the moon goddess, Lucifer, the female angel on top of the Christmas tree. Notice how I just fused two different world religions together? Because they're all the same. Like Jamie would say, they're all connected. Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, all that. So here's your Ford Mustang introduced on 4/17/1964, 58 plus years ago. Trump and 58 again. Like it. Let's connect it. Now that goes to 823, which, as you know, that's my number. 7 times 6 for Adam, 1961. First three digits are 823. Remember, 8 is a triangular number of 36, which is a triangular number of 666. So it's 8, 2, 36, 2, 666. Well, when does that take place? Well, how about on August 23rd? I'm all in for that. I'm all in. I'm all ears, as they say. If I were to make a proclamation, and we were to say 8/23 and add 42 days, let's say he goes down It is. Sorry, I'm sucking on a tablet, and sometimes the grainy hits my throat. He does not ascend on a full moon 42 days later. Okay. That full moon is October 9th. Mustang 289, is that 289 full moon? October 9, 289, the Mustang 289 engine. August and October are the critical months because they represent 8. August is now the 8th month. October was once the 8th month. Octagon, octopus, 8, October. August is the 8th month. Well, October is no August. October. It's very confusing. We have our 89 coming up in a few days, in 6 days from now. Mustang 289. Michael, thank you for that. I will load it. Pause. Think back to Jamie and I's phone conversation when she goes, "Of course you did," or "Of course it is." When I would tell her my mom drove a Mustang car, she would say, "Of course she did," because I seem to be connected to like everything. Mustang car release date. How come I have 2 EAs in there? And did Michael say that was 417? Yeah, 417 of 1964. Well, good stuff, Michael. Michael just blows us away, doesn't he? His research drives this channel. I'm glad the Lord put it in his lifestyle to be a little more private, to just like to do the work. I've asked him many times, do you want to talk? Do you want to be on like a podcast? I can put you on speaker. I got this cushioned microphone on a little tripod. And because when we got locked down and I was shut in, I went to doing videos and literally had a camera on a tripod staring at my computer screen. And then people told me about Zoom. And as a teacher, I already knew about Zoom. So I just started doing Zoom videos. That's when things got a lot more clear. But this funky little microphone, can you all hear it? But it's got this foam cushion around it, you know, like those professional ones you see sometimes, kind of take out some of the sound. But anyway, hilarious. AC Cobra. So there was an AC Cobra car. Does anyone want an Antichrist Cobra AC? The snake, the Cobra. Wow. What you got here, Michael? Doesn't it all go down this year, 2022? Well, they want us to think it does. I think it is. But I leave nothing to certainty anymore. I really don't. The only thing I'm almost 100% sure of is something is going to happen on August 12th. Something on a worldwide scale. And if the United States gets shut down by a cyber attack, all electrical grids, does a tsunami hit before Trump goes down? I mean, that's not a red horse war. I don't know. How does nothing happen on a midpoint day of 4 eclipses? And they're all total eclipses. How does nothing happen? Here's Obama and his husband, Michael, during a New Year's celebration this year, 222 coding. It is 222 coding. And day 222 is August 10th. With 143. Y'all know, I love that number due to the flesh. which initially got me into all this. The whole numbers thing was all fleshly stuff. All fleshly stuff when I got drawn into numbers. Never realizing that the Lord was like, I'm going to use your flesh. You're not going to understand why you're remembering these numbers. So you're going to do it for fleshly reasons. I mean, look at Saul or Paul when he was named Saul, killing Christians. And Saul thought he was doing the right thing by killing Christians. Present at Stephen's stoning, watching their garments while they killed Stephen. The Lord was using Saul's flesh to bring him to that point to where then going to kill more Christians on the road to Damascus, he got the call, flesh stopped. He then started working for the Lord. But it's day 222 with 143 left. Now, my valedictorian and the guy was best man at his wedding, whose son became an NBA Hall of Famer, their birthday is the 10th. They will turn 61. Born in 61, turning 61. Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in 1961. And they did a movie called 61. It just was the two numbers. The name of the movie was just the number 6 with the number 1. There were no letters in the name of that movie. Very rare for Hollywood. Now, if I were to do their birthdays, they were born on day 222. Well, they're 22274 days old tomorrow. And that's your perfect progression. 22274. 22274 is 602 progressions of 37. On Obama's birthday, as we look at Obama's face with 222 on his forehead, thanks to Michael's email, at 10:33 a.m. Does he go down tomorrow on Obama's birthday? Birth certificate. I already had Tracy McGrady Sr., 15688, and his birthday hitting on August 4th in my personals. His number was 15688. 911 is the 156th prime number. So it's basically like saying 91188. That's his number. And my valedictorian. I was a calendar couple with her. My goodness, I had a crush on her. She was dating a guy 2 years older. I was still a virgin. Tomorrow's a big day. I mean, why not? Why in the world not? I'm 22309 days old. Don't know what that means. What's Trump times tomorrow? 1.63464. 4 times 8 times 2022. Single digit. So you multiply it by GOD, and you do get a 666 and an 88. Okay. Just the day itself, it's 32 times. Not much. How about you? It's day 216. It's day 216. 436. 76 in the heart of it. Let's divide out the 216. Okay. Sorry. We've already repeatedly been subjected to seeing Michael's JUNK swinging. President Barack Obama throws out first pitch at Nationals home opener. What man throws like that? Well, we're about to find out.
The thing that's
It's a
different
YouTube
about
video
Virgo
too.
vacation home, you always
Let's get
have the
rid of
whole
some of the
place to
stuff
yourself.
here.
Just you and your people.
The Stranger Things video had those dates of 8/10, 8/11.
Please stand and welcome the 44th President of the United States.
This is back in 2014. Now he's quite the basketball player. They show him playing a lot of basketball. That was weird looking. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I only pitched 1 year. I played 7 years, never made all-stars, never hit a home run. It's so sad. My goodness, was my community. I hate saying community. That's their word. My hometown had the best baseball players you'd ever seen in your life. Golly. They're a strong team. They're all stars, all of it. They would just barnstorm everybody. That was a freaky throw, man. I was bad, Michael. That's funny. So
We like to chronicle how there's school buses in The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, Donnie Darko, Sicario sequel.
you always got their school
Seems like
buses.
in all of their predictive programming movies.
And when does school begin in my 3388 zip code? On the 10th. On the 10th. Does it go down on the 4th? Does it go down on the 10th? Does it go down on the 12th? Does it go down in October? Is it sometime in September that we're not even thinking about? Like Michael would tell you, we're going to be looking at every day when they come. We're going to always ask the Holy Spirit to indulge us. Indulge us. Just edify us with this mystery, with this truth. Help us see through their cryptology, Lord. Chinese military drills invade Taiwan waters, blocking sea airspace, fueling World War III fears during Nancy Pelosi visit. Nancy Pelosi Wikipedia. That lady's an absolute freak show, isn't she? So she's born March 26, 19. She's 82. I'm going to tell you something. For 82, that is not a bad looking woman for 82. I need a girlfriend. Lord, I need a girlfriend. The Lord goes, I know what you need before you ask. Apparently right now, I don't need one. God's will be done. March 26, 1940. Let's take a look at this. The direct hit on Obama's birth certificate day. 30081. 30081 is 813. My first ever area code times 37. 813 will be a big day when it comes. Well, good grief. It sits right in the middle of this 812, 814 possibility, doesn't it? Nancy Pelosi's a direct hit, 32640. Let's double check that one more time. It doesn't hurt to double check. 326, 1940. That's just fascinating. Add days, 37, gritter up. Unbelievable. Hang on. While we're here, before we get back to Michael's prep, thank you again, Michael, for all this hard work. Let's just look at tomorrow's grid. Obama's birth certificate. Obama's eyes getting wide open. Here's that 753, which I will always contend is July 53rd or August 22nd. We'll be looking at that day largely if everything is still normal up into that date. I only have 3 items. One World Trade Tower opening, Mystic Pizza, USA worldwide release date, Soleimani death day. If you include both dates, you go to August 23rd, and you do get a total solar of 2001. And remember, that's what began all this, is eclipses. And Michael said sometimes they included both dates, sometimes they didn't. Mustang car release date and Tesla company opening, if you include both dates. So when the time comes, July 53rd will be a big deal. But as of right now, the grid is October 26, 1985 is when they first went 88 miles per hour on the car tag. Also, and also on the car tag in the James Bond movie, For Her Eyes Only. They showed that car tag so much, and the numbers were very big. Just a 1026, which is when they went 88 miles per hour. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious The Dog Star stuff. Michael just did a whole amazing gematria work on that statement. Well, that day in the movie was October 26, 1985. It hits on Obama's birthday. It's 12322 days from the 1988 election day. So you do have a 322. Zero Dark 30 release date. It won Best Picture. Anytime a movie wins Best Picture, Zero Dark 30 wins Best Picture Academy Award. Did it not win it? Did Zero Dark 30 win Best Picture? What is an MBR award? Come on, people. Did Zero Dark 30 win any Oscars? You click it, don't give you nothing. Zero Dark 30, 2012, awards, Oscar, winner, sound. Well, I'll be a monkey's butt. I thought it won Best Picture. It was a nominee for Best Picture. Okay, that's fine. The winner for Best Motion Picture of the Year at Oscars was Argo. I don't even know what that movie was. What in the world was that? Argo? Ben Affleck. You got to be kidding me. I need to load that in the grid. I've seen it. I've already rated it 5 stars. Have no clue what it's about, so load it. I live alone. I'm single, so I watch UFC and movies. Okay, let's finish the grid and come back to Michael's handiwork here. So Zero Dark 30 release date was nominated for an Academy Award, but it was the movie about bin Laden going down. 12/6/2017, Trump declares Jerusalem the capital of Israel. Nancy Pelosi's birthday, annular solar 1979. Key Largo release date. I thought I got rid of that. I did on this thing, and I didn't on the other grid. I'm getting rid of that. I don't want Key Largo in there anymore. I don't think I was at the base. New Year's Day 2000, the new millennium hits. Remember what a big deal that was. Total solar eclipse on April 20th, 2023. Abomination of Desolation Day, backwards cipher. That's pretty big that hits on Obama's birthday. Unbelievable. That's huge. Huge. Yo, that's big. It's a big day. Mamma Mia, here we go again, which when we did the video, we proved that it was 9/11. Here we go again. Early release date, Hammersmith, Sledgehammer, Apollo. He is Apollo. He's got Apollo all over his tower. 9/11, here we go again. The three main actors. Mamma Mia, IMDb. Let me tell you how these, I gave this to Michael. This cast and crew, the three men that Meryl Streep was in love with, James Bond. Colin Firth is the man from Kingsman, Golden Circle, all the three Kingsman movies. In two of them, he is the main character. He's the guy. He's Harry. There's Eggsy, and he just wasn't in the last one, the King's Man. Or was he? I can't even remember. Maybe he was. But the Kingsman and James Bond are the same exact character. It's the same thing. He did the King's Speech. Kingsman, the Secret Service. Then, of course, Kingsman, the Golden Circle. He did Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. Same exact thing, because what are they in the Kingsman? They're tailors. There's Mamma Mia. Devil's Knot. Magic in the Moonlight. Kingsman, Secret Service. Kingsman, the Golden Circle. Mamma Mia, here we go again also. He was also in 1917, which was that big movie about World War I, because we're going to go back to that year. Franz Ferdinand, which is what the movie The King's Man was about, the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. So Pierce Brosnan is 007. Colin Firth represents also 007. The King's Man and No Time to Die had the exact same ending, toasting James Bond or their fallen comrade to the whisk. We've shown you that clip many times. So who's the third guy that Meryl Streep was in love with? What kind of relationship would he have to the Antichrist, Donald Trump? Just as big as any of them. He is the villain in the movie. I can't believe they didn't have it as his top movies. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. which is where Daniel Craig, 007, has sex with Lucifer, the girl that is in the computer. Give her a laptop. There's nothing she can't break. There's no code she can't.
She's different. In what way? In every way.
She's different in every way because she's Lucifer. It's Daniel Craig. We've shown you many times. Ow, that's my eye. She fixes his right eye wound and they have sex, which speaks to the sexual style union of the obelisk and the dome during his rebirthing process. You don't get this stuff on any other YouTube channel, do you, folks? Thank you, Jesus. Let our flesh boast a little bit. We're all going to get humbled. One way or the other. It's coming. So, Mamma Mia, here we go again. It's 9/11. Here we go again. Look at all those three actors. Its early release date at Hammersmith. Apollo hits on Obama. I'm telling you, tomorrow's big. He could get hit on a Thursday, die on a Friday, which would satisfy him dying on a Friday, which then gets into the Great Conjunction, total lunar, tetrad, partial lunar, dog days are over, Florence and the Machine, Birdman release date, A Girl Cut in 2 release date on a different date of 8/8/2007 for 007, 1961 solar annular, condo collapse down in Miami. That all hits on Friday the 5th. What if he gets hit tomorrow and dies on Friday? We'll be freaking out. That's what if. Freaking out is what we'll be doing. You talk about the term paradigm shift. All of this hobby that we do here. The hobby's over, folks. We're the ones that are going to feel the magnitude while the whole earth doesn't. The whole earth is shuddering. They don't know what to think. They're confused, just like they were during lockdowns and hokey pokes and right versus left. Trump versus Pelosi. They're all confused. Pelosi just tore up Trump's State of the Union address right in front of them. And we all know what's going on, that it's theater. We're going to know what's going on when the whole earth is like in bewilderment of a Trump assassination. Body double, Twin Towers, the two towers, switch, the prestige, the turn, the prestige. Chinese military invades Taiwan waters, blocking sea and air space, fueling World War III. Yeah, okay. I already read that one, didn't I? U.S. to enrage Kim Jong-un with assassination dry run. What? Michael, what is this stuff Michael keeps coming up with? Trey, I'm only reporting the news. This is what's in the news. Okay. You mean this isn't your stuff, Michael? No, Trey. This is what is in News World. U.S. to enrage Kim Jong-un with assassination dry run. Good grief. All right, to go clear my throat again. Hey, it's 8:09, y'all. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tate LaBianca murders, Charles Manson, Helter Skelter, 8/8/8/9/8/10. 27 Chinese warplanes enter Taiwan's air defense zone. 999. Michael has 999 coding here. August 3rd, 222950. 27 Chinese warplanes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What you trying to say, Michael? That we're on the verge of World War? Well, it's 8:10. Worldwide caution, Michael says. What's the stuff you're making up now, Michael? Hey, I'm just reporting the news, man. Worldwide caution, August 2nd, 222. This is from travel.state.gov. What's going on with that doomsday clock? Anything going on with the doomsday clock? Shouldn't that thing be clicking off right about now? Mamma mia, here we go again. Is 9/11, here we go again. What time is the doomsday clock? 100 seconds to midnight. Okay. January 20th. That's when that hit. No, I'm not going to grid that out. You know how big the grid is now? Give you an idea. It's got 219 items loaded. Am I spastic or what? 219 items loaded in a grid. Wow. It's fascinating, isn't it? Worldwide caution. Enough is enough card. At any time, our snipers can drop. Have a nice day. Just like the song Take Me Out. Snipers will do the job. Yeah, nice job, Michael. Nice job. And his last one, China signals plan to launch missiles over Taiwan in dramatic, troubling escalation. Man, they got a war machine, don't they? Can we only imagine what the Illuminati has allowed, how what all has Satan had them doing all these years? Has the Ghost of the Machines been scripting World War III? What type of military armament are they building up? Top Chinese war jet. Top 10 Chinese fighter jets in 2021. Why China thinks its J-20 is better than the F, which is ours, the F-35 or F-22. U.S. military news.
The experiences
I mean, you know, these guys have, they got everything you need in war machinery. They can probably just body slam us. Even though, you know, we're touted as having the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. But no, wouldn't China really have the best of the best of the best? Sure.
Why China thinks its stealth fighter is better than the F-35. The J-20 is a newer platform, but the J-20 also has certain advantages. They have the ability to go out in the offshore airspace during the war and perform the
perform what?
Tasks of competing with foreign fourth-generation aircraft, such as F-22
and F-35,
F-35, etc. to compete.
Etc. Why am I getting subtitles all of a sudden? I didn't have subtitles on.
Compete for air superiority and to attack enemy air, sea, and land targets.
Right here is my condo, just FYI. told Michael, I said, my fantasy is that they got 3 drones, like in Sicario, that opens up with them threatening this guy to give information, or we're going to send a drone right to your house. And he's like, nope, I'm not giving up. And then they drone strike his compound, killing his whole family. I'm like, I hope they got a drone. I'm open on 3 sides, north, south, west. Only my east is covered by the inside of this condominium complex. I said, I hope they send 3 drone strikes in all 3 directions and just smash my 4th floor condo in an instant. That would be so nice. I don't know if I'm going to be that fortunate, but it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. See if Michael sent anything else. Here's your thumbnail right here, folks. James Bond, 007, Roger Moore, the L Portal in Ian Fleming's Live and Let Die. The Mechanic, second showing. Those movies did not come out at the same time. They were released 6 months apart. So this is not a realistic marquee, is it? El Portal. James Bond and the Sniper movie. If you want to see the Mechanic movie poster. It's a big sniper. What year? 1972 movie poster. Look at that. Crosshairs, just like from the song that Michael gave us the lyrics to. Take Me Out. Michael says, it's what the card says. Our snipers can take you out anytime. I don't know which one of these I want to be on the thumbnail. I mean, which one do we want? Which movie post? I mean, which thumbnail do we want? All right, love y'all very much. Michael, thank you very much for that hard work, sir. Good stuff. The best, as usual.